Hey there, I wasn't planning to record anything today, but I was editing, right? I was editing some long videos, and my mind wandered, as it does when you're doing something long-winded. I ended up watching some YouTube videos on The Last of Us speedrunning, and then out of nowhere, I just started thinking about something I've always wanted to try is speedrunning, but I've never wanted to get into speedrunning, like properly get into speedrunning, because that ish takes like multiple years to perfect a game and stuff, and even for a game I really loved, I would stop loving it. I don't have the temperament for that sort of thing. But I always did want to try my hand at speedrunning, just like pick a very niche game and a niche category within said game, and just like chip away at it for like a day or two. Just see if I could eke out a world record, even for a minute before someone else overtook it. So two strange things happened today. The first strange thing was when I was thinking about niche games that maybe I would consider speedrunning at some point, I got curious about A Boy and His Blob, the 2009 version, looked up the speedrun world record for that, and apparently, as of yesterday, the world record was updated, and it beat a record that had stood for like 13 years or something ridiculous. Not that there were tons of runs on it, because again, it's fairly niche, but that was really weird. It was like the day I just had to happen to think about this was the day after they'd updated the world record. And the second weird thing was I then, along the same vein of games that are sort of niche, that are kind of cute, that I would consider speedrunning at some point because I really enjoyed them, I happened to pick Elebits and have a look at it. And the world record is, for most categories and most of the stages, there's this one user whose name I forget, but they're from Japan. And it was all really awesome stuff. Wonderful route crafting and the like. Really well executed, really enjoyable to watch, super cool stuff. And just out of curiosity, I happened to be flipping around the specific mission speedruns, like the world records for each mission, and flipped over to mission 17, and the world record was by the same individual at 22 seconds. And the second crazy thing that happened to me today was I was like, I feel like I might be able to beat that. So I have no idea if you'll even see this video, because if I don't beat it, there's no way I'm posting this. My fragile ego. But I wanted to just give it a few goes, because the world record was 22 seconds, I believe, so it's a nice and short one. I don't have to invest like hours at a time for each run individually. Each run will only take me about 40 seconds between loading screens and all. Because it would be really, really cool just to be able to say, I'm the world record speedrunner in this one particular mission in Elebits, even if it was only for a few days before someone else came and knocked the record out or whatever. But I also haven't played this mission in years, so I looked at it and thought I could do it, but we're about to find out. And I'm going to move my mic away so that I can actually see the screen. Sorry. Woo! Hello there, you little thing. I was genuinely like in the middle of trying to figure out if there was a mechanic there that I didn't understand. There's some mechanic where you can stun them. I think it's like if they respawn in one of their own cyclones or something, but world record? I was so not expecting to get that fast. That took 36 minutes. Dope. Awesome. Cool. Yeah, I noticed this in one of the speedruns I was watching, and also I got it to happen by accident at some point earlier there, where there's something you do where they go all like, and they've got stars coming out of their head. I was trying to figure out what it was. I thought maybe it was like if you drag them into one of their own tornadoes, and then I was like, is it if you bonk them in the back of the head? I don't know what I did to make it happen there, but yeah! Hey, we did it! World record is 22 seconds, I believe, and we just got it in 18, so sweet! I still don't know what the mechanic is, but hey, that's the time to beat. If you own Elebits, give it a go and let me know what your record is. I'm a world record speedrunner! Look at us go! I have no idea what it is that made them get stunned, but we're here now. Well, thank you so much for watching. I promise fame won't change me. I'm gonna leave now. See ya!